That's really my first time hanging out with Tim very much, but I think he liked it. I think he liked being on YouTube, and I think he liked riding in the rat rod. It's kind of cool. Kind of cool. Sure is. Okay, so the other day I was talking about how I was going to get my wire. That's this wire that's attached. Comes out from over there up to here without it getting in the way of the wheel and stuff here. So what I've done is I've got me a couple of these little bitty pieces of line. I'm not even sure what this line was originally for, but I've used it for lots of stuff. And I've made a couple of little clamps. Basically just took some wire like this and wrapped it around, put a hook in the end of it that I can get a screw to go through like this, and then I can take this clamp, I can put another one of these up here, and then I can take this whole piece and set it inside the fender and feed the wire through it, so the wire can come from up in that end over there up to this part up here, and then from here can go up to the headlight. And I'll attach it to the side of the body here and here, so that that holds that pretty much in place while I, and I can work from, that'll give me a place to work from. So I'm gonna make another one of these little loopy things. And basically what I'm gonna do is just take a piece of this here, and I'm gonna wrap it around right over here. Nothing too fancy going on right here. And then just cut it off. And make a little loop in the end of it. It comes right around, sort of like that. And then I can run a screw through each side of this. Open that loop just a hair. Put this on like this. Too tight. Too tight. Actually, I just broke that. This isn't super strong wire here, but it's enough. I'll just come up off of here with this piece. We'll loop that again. We'll keep that loop a little looser this time. We don't want it to hang on the screw and spin around like that. We want the loop, the screw to fit in here kind of loosely like this. Well, let's see if we can get up under here and shoot that. Well, before I do that, let's run this wire through it. And that'll give us a goodly bit of wire to kind of play with on the other end. See if we can do this. That's the problem here. That looks pretty good. Let's see. I need to go grab another screw. Probably one screw is enough. Let's see if we can get another one down here. Maybe. I doubt if it would matter too much. If we didn't, I think it'd probably still be okay. I need to move this up a little. I get a little straighter shot into it with our thing there. That's on there pretty good. You see that? And the wire comes out up here. Now, I am going to want to run a ground back down through that. I ought to be able to get one to go through it though. Let's do something like that on the other side. I have one of those on both sides. Open the door. I think what I'm going to do is just shoot a screw over up into here. And I can hang this on it like this right here. I like that. I think I'll put one more up in here. Now, okay, if I'm not mistaken, the brown wire is the running light, which will go to here and to the wire up here, and the yellow wire is the turn signal stop light, and now I'm going to run a third wire up here, which is going to be a ground, and I'll take the ground back up to that ground that I put on the front of the trailer top. But this keeps this wire where it comes back here from getting out here into the area of the tires and stuff like that. So, okay. So from here I can double check my wire colors and actually go ahead and start attaching some of these lights to the wires. I'm gonna cut the camera off while I figure that out. To start, I ran a wire from the plug. The white wire is the ground here. Literally just attached it on the battery negative side with a clamp. I pulled the yellow wire up here, did the same thing on the positive side, which gave me a light here and a light here. So that's the yellow wire. I should be able to go back here and take the yellow wire here and reach up under here and touch it to this wire. Let me pull this yellow wire and this brown wire apart here. This is going to require me to get my leather man out. Let me do that. And I'll separate out the yellow and the brown wire. Now what I should be able to do is take this yellow wire here, touch it to this black wire here, and this light here should light up right here. If it's not lighting up, that means it's not getting around. And same thing goes with those lights up there, and I'm pretty sure they're probably not grounded. So what I'm going to have to do then is establish a ground, a good ground. We talked about this earlier, all the way up to that ground on the front of the car. So the two marker lights on either side, they grounded up pretty well. This one isn't doing so hot at that, but it's okay. Kind of anticipated that. I'll do the same thing over here. This wire that is not lighting up, so we're gonna have to establish a decent ground. You know what? That is a really cheap light. I tell you what I mean by that. If you know, well, I guess that doesn't matter. But if you look up under here, you can see where that light isn't even. It's just kind of stuck on there. I'm gonna have to think about this a little bit. Should be able to establish a pretty good ground. But what I'll probably do is take some of this wire, this extra wire that I have out here, and run it back up to that plug up yonder. I just want to cut off too much too quick. I want to make sure I got enough wire to reach everything I have here. So, I've got wires up here that come down also. They're going to come down inside the fender. Inside of here. I got a good bit there. I think this might be my ground wire because it's of an unusual length here. And then this wire here. I'm guessing if I am able to attach this wire and get the ground out here, I have some light up there. Okay, I gotta, yeah. So I think it's safe to go ahead and cut off this extra wire that I have here, which will give me something to run back up there for a good ground. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go ahead and clip that off. Yeah, I'm going to clip this off right here. And I'm going to take the leftover wire up to the front of the car and I will attach it where that ground spot is, and I'll bring it back through like we did on the other side, sort of, more or less. So while I had the camera off, I've been working this wire into this long rubber hose, which is going to run from back here up to the tongue. It's going to attach where that ground is, and I'm going to come off the back of that and take a wire out to each side, ground each side separately and individually, and then once we have ground and some fire back here, we'll have some lights. I have made my hands a little sore because it's kind of clever work to work that wire up in there. So I'm gonna call it good, stop for the day. I'll come back tomorrow or the first day when it's not bitterly freezingly cold, and I think we're about at a place where we can finish this maybe at the next session and then be ready to move on to something else. So that's a good place to quit. And thank you very much for hanging out with me and watching. And I'll see you more tomorrow. And I hope in the meantime y'all have a fabulous life and a fabulous day. Till we meet again. Happy trails to you and all of that. All those things that Roy Rogers used to say. Bye.